A while back, we found these little SEGA Saturn consoles that were on AliExpress being sold out of China, where they took out the disk drive and they were meant to just be used with the Saroo Saturn little, cartridge where you could just load up your games through SD card, pop them in the little RAM cartridge slot and just play your games. Pretty cool. The systems were fairly cheap, like a little over $100. I thought it was neat. We did a video on it and, a lot of people thought they were cool. They're just like 3D printed shells and whatnot. This is an evolution of the Saroo Saturn. This one is a little clamshell design. What do they call it? They call it the SEGA Saturn, the Saturn Slim Combo. Came with some stickers. I don't know where they expect you to put these stickers, but it came with some stickers. Okay, so like there's one seller selling these. I'm not sure if it's kind of ventured out and multiple people are selling them, but they sell them in bundles that come with like controllers, that come with the Saroo Saturn cartridge, maybe a few other things like, and they have different designs and colors and whatnot. The first one that I bought that I shared on the channel, that was just a console, was just a shell and it was clear and you could see the inside. Now they have these special designs and whatnot. But what's cool is we now have a screen. Let me adjust a little bit here. We've got a freaking screen. I think that's sweet. It reminds me of the little PS1 where you could get that screen attachment and add it. You know what I'm saying? So this is pretty cool. Now, they had this Neon Genesis Evangelion one and a few others. I saw they keep adding new designs. They have some clear ones and then ones with the graphics on them and whatnot. But enough talk. Let's just get this thing going. On the side here, you do have buttons for volume, menu to adjust brightness and stuff like that. The top one's the power button. I believe these are volume. This is like source. I don't know what the source. I don't know. It just kind of turns it off. And then I believe this one's menu. So volume, menu, power. Yeah, something like that. So you have the battery slot back here for the little coin battery. And then you do get like a link cable for power. So you plug this in. You plug one to the monitor. Now there are speakers back here. Plug that into the monitor. Plug the other one into the back of the system. On the cartridge slot, there is like a little printed, like 3D printed cover. Take that off. Get your little Saroo cartridge. Plug that in. Did come with I got a 128 gigabyte micro SD card. I already popped it in there. It did come with in this little case it says to back it up to avoid losing files. It was a SanDisk card, but it might be a bootleg SanDisk card. It looked legit, but you never know with these AliExpress sellers. So it might be beneficial to back it up for sure, because it does have games on it. They do sell them with games on it. Had like a little over 200 games. But here's the power supply, very light power supply. But you link that up, plug it in, get some power. Okay, there we go. So let me see. One of these buttons here brings up the menu. So yeah, just some basic stuff. Brightness, contrast, hue, saturation. That's about it. We're not going to dwell on that. But yeah, you can mess with that if you want. The speakers were on the back, as I showed earlier. But here's all the games. Like I said, came with a couple hundred games. I'm not going to dwell on looking at every single one of them here. But the screen quality isn't too bad. Isn't too bad. You can always add games that are missing or change them out. A lot of Japanese stuff here. But yeah, you can change things if you want. Yeah, actually 253 games. Go to X-Men versus Street Fighter. Yeah, the buttons are a little mushy on this. Like if you wanted one of these setups, I would highly recommend, like, don't buy the bundle that comes with the controllers. Like, I don't know why I went with that. I didn't even need the Saroo cartridge because I already had one. I would just get the system by itself with the screen. It's like 220 bucks or so. The one that comes with the controllers and the Saroo cartridge is like a little over 300 bucks plus shipping. But you could just get the, you know, Saroo cartridge by itself on AliExpress for, you know, a reasonable price. And like I said, just bypass these controllers. Some of the buttons feel a little mushy. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You know, this acrylic top piece with the graphics looks cool. The rest of it is just a 3D printed shell. Same thing with the, you know, the screen bezel. But this is cool, man. Like I said, this reminds me of the PS1 with the screen. So I like that they've evolved their little SEGA Saturn console concept with these little screens. I think it's pretty cool. I did notice they sell these screens for people who already have these little consoles to where you could just add them. They're like $100. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I just wanted to check this out and share it with you guys. I thought it was pretty neat. I mean, let me know what you guys think. It's a SEGA Saturn that doesn't take discs. You got to use the cartridge. Load up your games through SD card, but it's an original console. You're not emulating, you're playing the actual games. You could plug this thing into your TV with, you know, actual Saturn video cables, or you could use the built-in screen. You just have to unplug it, because the way this is set up is the screen, where is it? The screen has a cable coming out from the back, and then it's plugged into the back of the Saturn here, the video port. So then, you know, if you don't want to use the screen, you see the screen is, you know, not getting video anymore. And you could just unplug the power. You don't have to power the screen. You can just plug in your, you know, HD Retrovision cables, or your, you know, composite cables, S-video cables, whatever you got. Plug them in from here to your TV, and you're good to go. So this little built-in screen is just an option. You don't have to use it. I think that's pretty cool. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.